thanks everyone. We're getting back to it. We will make some announcements after this next round of presentations because we let time sneak away from us, but I think we'll catch up. So our next presenter is Craig with Rural Roots. So when you're ready, take it away.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and it's just been absolutely inspiring to see the first round of presentations, and I'm looking forward to the rest after mine as well, just to see the ideas that are coming forward. So yes, my name is Craig Lester. I am the owner and operator of Rural Roots Canada, which is an agricultural communications media consulting company currently based in Calgary, although some can argue it's also based in Rolling Hills because out of my parents' basement when I'm staying there. So what we're proposing here is an agri-food thought lab, which goes back to my very base belief that I love connecting people, ideas, and resources, and there is no better place to do that than in agriculture. This place would be a center for agriculture, agritourism, ag education, and economic growth. There we go. As we all know, the County of Newell area has a massive story to tell in terms of its agriculture, and I believe that the power of agriculture and food is a very powerful story to tell and has untold potential in regards to feeding the world and growing economically. I do believe in the power of communication storytelling can bring together community and allow it to grow. The Brooks Newell Region has incredible raw power and expertise in its agriculture and agri-food community. An agri-food food lab would be a place where farmers, municipal officials, researchers, ag professionals, ag tourism, educators, and volunteers would come together and take it to the next level. An incubator that connects the dots between all the people in the agriculture and agri-food industry and amplifies the region's story provincially, nationally, and internationally. At the core of this business is a mission to connect people, ideas, and resources. So this all came as part of a current scholarship that I'm with Nuffield Canada, which is an international agricultural leadership program. I've traveled to 3 different continents, and as I've been doing my travels and doing my studies, one thing that I have come to see is just in regards to a bunch of different ideas in regards to how agriculture and food is being projected. In this kind of case, one of the big moments of my trip was when I was visiting Tokyo, Japan, and one of the stops I was at, just a random stop I did with Shibuya Crossing, which had nothing to do with my study at all, but because I was in a certain frame of mind, I saw in regards to the brands that were being projected onto people and the incredible volume of people that were there in that moment. And that point, it started the driving point in regards to how we continue to grow this. So as you know, there's lots of different agencies that promote businesses and brands, but none that really present it on a regional format. So at the overall, yes, I'm providing communications support for businesses, ag businesses, farmers, and nonprofit organizations within the region, but the overarching mission of the Agri-Food Thought Lab would be to work alongside the local governments from a private sector position and promote the region and help farmers and ag businesses and nonprofits and educators in the regions come up with solutions to overcome barriers and seek out opportunities. An agri-food lab would be, as I just mentioned with that, and in general, it's about connecting the dots. So in regards to creating a place where all of these people can come together and present that. The services would include communications and PR, content production and management, connection service, logistical support, community building in regards to what the region needs, and that's where the initial part of my business plan for next year in this regard is about discovery, finding out what's needed exactly in the region instead of telling everybody this is what you need. It's about listening and bearing down right into what that example is needed. So if someone comes to me and says we need to have more agritourism in the region, we need to get more tourists, we start thinking about different ideas. Oh, why don't we go to the Calgary Stampede, put together a bus trip, bring it down, and expose them to our different agritourism operators, as we heard in the first round of presentations here. Event hosting and coordination, that would include workshops where we can bring together different people that have had success, whether it's within the region or outside the region, and talk in regards to bringing that together. Trade mission development. One of the events I attended in this past year with Nuffield was the Gulf Food event, which is held in Dubai. It's the largest food and beverage event in the world. And to see the sheer volume of people that were there and how easy it was, and people that were looking to import raw ingredients to their businesses from around the world. I had on my app, for example, that I was in media and was studying, and I had 5 people reach out to me asking what I was exporting. And I wasn't even advertising it. So I think being clear in that messaging and helping put that together and create those opportunities. Another more local, regional one, for example, would be putting a couple farms together that would be interested in selling at the Calgary Farmers Market, or creating those opportunities and helping to overcome the barriers. As I said, like in regard, there's a world of possibilities out there. All it requires is an incubator, and that incubator would be the RRC Agri-Food Thought Lab. On top of that, we're asking for about $7,500. This is going ahead, no matter if I receive funding or not. I see such an opportunity. I go back to where this all started, was during my Nuffield studies and piecing these ideas together, but I wasn't sure on where I wanted to do it. A little biased towards the region, but I wasn't sure. And it wasn't until I saw the video at the IFAJ World Congress with Brooks Newell Region, I'm like, oh, it's right underneath my nose. It's right here, and this is where I am. So this is fantastic, and I just think that there's no other place that this can be done. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig. We have some time for questions, and we'll start with Kelly on my left.
Yeah, I had a question for you. What's your revenue model? So once this is established, how do you turn this into a business or a sustaining entity?
Absolutely. So that's a little bit different than, say, well, maybe how a nonprofit would do. So at the very base of the business, it's about individual services to businesses to just help them out locally in regards to whether that's social media management, grant writing in regards to that. Or maybe they have a situation where they need us to connect them with different opportunities and help them overcome and find that people. On the community side, which is where we're going to differentiate from maybe a lot of advertising agencies and communications professionals, we want to create a regional situation. So if we have workshops, it'll be a situation where people will pay to come into the workshop, or they can buy a year membership. We're technically not going to launch the monetization part of the community till probably the second year. The idea is at this point to get we will have the community stuff available, and we'll probably charge depending on whether we have sponsorship on an event or not. I've already spoken to a couple of different businesses, both provincially and actually some national businesses as well, that would be interested in sponsoring different professional development type platforms here and that. They're looking for those direct connections into business. So in regards to the monetization model, on the small local side, we'll provide services to individual ag businesses, farms, nonprofit organizations if they so need it. And then on the community side of the business, we want to build up that community first. We want to really establish it, show that we have some ability to actually deliver on what they're looking for. And I believe that's what part of the NewGrow funding would help us do in the first year, is pay for some of these workshops and help do that in regards to, as well as the other half of that would be in regards to just helping hiring a local subcontractor to help build up clients and build that community.
Okay. Other questions? Fred.
So under your expenses, local coordinator to assist building up clients' logistics, you're going to hire someone?
It would be a subcontract type position. The idea is that I will do most of the work, but I wanted to put this, I guess, on steroids and hire someone locally to help with that.
Okay, thank you.
And the second half of that, I said video. After some thought, I just thought something more tangible would be putting that towards professional development workshops that would help locally.
Other questions?
Get my mic on.
There you go.
Have you done any rural growth in any other communities?
I haven't done it on a community basis before. So Rural Roots Canada has served in a bunch of different media services in Alberta, Saskatchewan, and nationally for the last 10 years. The company was started actually in 2010 and was done off the side of my desk while I was doing a full-time job at 660 News in Calgary. And the idea for this community, regional-based type I guess, consulting agricultural agency. I hadn't seen anything, but this is where my ideas and thoughts came together, and it culminated with this idea. So,
Thank you.
I think.
Okay, up next we have the pack, ladies.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having us tonight. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Ashley, and we are the owners of the pack.
A little bit about us. We're so proud to be the first to open a dog daycare and boarding facility in the city of Brooks. The pack is committed to providing a safe, fun, comfortable environment for dogs of all breeds, big and small. Our team is here to ensure each dog in our facility receives the highest level of care. We get to know each one of our pack pups and are always so looking forward to them walk through our door. We are open 7 days a week, have 5 staff members, and to date have 400 dogs registered in our booking system. Currently, we offer dog daycare, overnight boarding with 21 kennels, a dog walking service, and dog washing, which includes shampoo, condition, and blow dry before your dog is picked up. We take the safety of each of our dog and our care very seriously. Every dog must pass an assessment day before booking any other services with us. This ensures each dog is a good, safe fit for our facility and that our facility is a good fit for them. Not all dogs thrive in an open play environment. My dog personally doesn't do well at the pack, so we're very conscious of that and very transparent with our clients.
Okay, and so this is where you're just going to take a look at your floor plan to visualize the reasons we're here in front of you tonight. Put simply, we are looking to add a professional grooming room and make some functional changes to our daycare space. As a small business, it's crucial to pivot and adjust to the needs of our clients, and as many services as we can offer, the more convenient our facility becomes. We're really going for that 2 birds, 1 stone effect. Currently, we're seeing really long wait times for local groomers in our region. Adding another groomer would be beneficial to our community. We're also looking to add some facility additions. So the more we've utilized our space, the more aware we have become of what's working well and what needs to be adjusted. We've invested in some rubber matting for about half of our facility, and it's just been proven to be easier to clean, sanitize, and it's a lot less slippery. We mop pretty much all day cleaning up messes at the daycare, and in the winter the dogs have wet paws, so the mats really help combat that, as well as it's just a softer landing space for them when they're playing and jumping around. And then we're also looking to add a 6-foot gate separating our main daycare space and our boarding kennels. Keeping our pups safe and secure is vital in running a successful daycare and boarding facility. Our current 4-foot gate is functional. We have a couple dogs that can jump it. And so they can gain access to the kennel space. And one of those dogs is Amanda's grand dog. So yeah, the kennels are just really our boarded dog safe space. That's where their beds are, their food is. They can be protective of that. So adding a 6-foot gate will really avoid any unnecessary altercations that may happen because of that. And then we're also looking to add an additional play structure. So we've invested in one of these for our main daycare space. They are super popular. The dogs love it. They have ramps, stairs, tunnels, and platforms, and they're good for mental stimulation, physical activity, and a feeling of safety for the dogs.
We were really fortunate in that the timeline for these projects would be minimal. It's just a matter of placing the orders, waiting for shipping, and filling the grooming position once the space is complete. Because we have made a lot of these additions to our space already, we're really familiar with the ordering process, and for example, like with the mats, how to arrange and cut them to customize them to our space. The first step in adding professional grooming to our list of available services is purchasing all necessary equipment for the dog washroom. This equipment includes a ramp for our current wash tub to accommodate our large breed and senior dogs, a hydraulic grooming table, again, to allow easier access for these dogs, and a dual blow dryer. This will help increase time efficiency. Right now, it takes that's the biggest piece of our dog wash right now is the drying time. In updating the function of our facility, we would add 24 5x7 1-inch rubber mats to our main daycare space. It's approximately 1,000 square feet. To make our daycare space more secure, we will add that 6-foot gate. The play structure we have added to our main daycare space is just the biggest hit. In an effort to benefit our small dogs, we would love to give them the same experience in their area.
One challenge we've considered in adding a groomer to the pack is filling the grooming position. We actually have a current client that brings her dog to us that is planning to attend grooming school in Calgary, and she's expressed interest in working with us. However, should she choose not to pursue employment with us, we would advertise the opening. And then further to that, if we were still unable to fill the position, we have the option of sending one of our current staff members for training to become a groomer. And then another thing we've been really mindful of is the fact that we rent our facility. So anytime we're investing money or making changes or improvements, we are very careful that they're not permanent to that space. So pretty much all of our fencing, all of our kennels, the rubber matting, anything could come with us if we were ever to change locations in the future.
A grooming room increases revenue for our small business. Add-on services allow us to boost single invoice totals and will likely bring in new clients entirely. The addition of a fully functional grooming room creates a new job opportunity within the Newell region, or depending on which avenue we choose to take in the hiring process, it may mean education and training for a current staff member. While we are fortunate to have groomers in the Newell region, wait times can be 1 to 3 months depending on the time of year. Adding another professional decreases these wait times and still keeps the business within our community. Since using our space for the past 6 months, we have made many improvements to its function. We just didn't know until we knew. So these include changing our 4-foot gates and fencing to 6 feet, adding the rubber matting to all kennel spaces and to the small dog daycare area so far. We have bought 7 more kennels to accommodate like weekends, long weekends, Christmas, and investing in our new play structure for our main daycare space. With the support of NewGrow, we would have the opportunity to make these last necessary improvements to our facility.
And we've just included a little video and a picture of the play structure that we've invested in for our large dog area. You can see it's super popular. The dogs really love it. It's great for mental and physical stimulation. It's especially going to be great when it's too cold to utilize our outdoor space. Gives the dogs something to keep busy inside, and we would love to give our small dogs the same style of structure, just in a smaller size.
While we receive a lot of requests around grooming services from our clients, we wanted to also include some positive reviews to showcase the community's overall feedback of the pack. We take pride in the large majority of our clients being reoccurring weekly visitors. We have bulk passes for just to accommodate this. However, our favorite feedback is always when the dogs are excited to come through our door. It's really special to witness their confidence grow and their personalities shine through.
And lastly, we just want to thank each of you for your time and consideration of our proposal. We hope you can see the value our business offers the community, and would like to open it up to any questions.
We're going to start with the grandmother of pups herself.
So gals, what sets you apart from other professional groomers?
I think the value in the pack in that aspect is that your dog is coming for a day of daycare or boarding, and then you get to add on that service. So it's not like it's more of a one-stop shop kind of thing, right? So you're able to get a full day's worth of service out of dropping off and picking up your dog versus like an hour or 2 at the groomer, and then you're going back to pick them up.
Okay, and would that service, the professional grooming service, be open to non-boarded dogs there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi. If there's a lot of different things on the proposal, out of like priority, what would be your number 1 priority for this?
I think the grooming room is what's going to bring us money directly from the investment. And this the 6-foot gate is also, I mean, they're all really important. I think that's
Yeah.
the one that we would like see money coming back into and a little bit of help in the community, wait time wise and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Time for one more quick one if anybody has one. Kelly?
With you guys opening relatively recently in June, is it going well? Are you making it? Like, this is an additional service, but like,
Yeah.
is this kind of a, it's going to complement your services, but you're able to sustain yourself at this time?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, we're able to sustain. We have like 5 staff on and,
It's been good. Revenue-wise, we've been pretty steady month to month in the beginning.
thank you guys.
Up next, we have, and I'm going to say it right this time. I said it wrong on social media, so my real apologies. PK Experiences. Kirsty, take it away when you're ready.
All right, just have to make sure I have the button. Yeah? Okay, here we go. PK Experiences, off-grid cabin camping, unplug to recharge. Who are we? Entrepreneurs, family, creators, and dreamers. What's the saying? Love what you do and never work a day in your life. Since we have moved onto our property, we know we couldn't keep it to ourselves. Over the years, we have hosted community barbecues, youth events, and have had many visitors that needed a place to stay. Some of our visitors would include tired travelers driving from Quebec and stopping in and asked if they could camp in our yard. We've had a couple motorcyclists touring through the county and had not booked a spot soon enough, so we welcome them to stay the evening. And every year we welcome friends who want to bring their urban neighbors to experience something completely new to them. These experiences, added with our gifts of hospitality and creativity and cultivating community, made this for a perfect recipe. PK Experiences will be a new upcoming business that will be offering an off-grid cabin camping experience. This opportunity will be located in an easy-to-find location on Highway 544, 15 minutes from Dinosaur Park, as well as 15 minutes from the vibrant city of Brooks, and not that much farther from Rolling Hills Reservoir, Lake Newell Resort, and Bazano Dam. With this location, our guests will be able to enjoy the outdoor activities that our county has to offer. These include hiking, kayaking, cycling, and wildlife watching. With this amazing location, we will be attracting not only locals in the area that may need some time to recharge, but patrons from the city for a weekend getaway who are not quite ready for the tent experience, but would rather enjoy a few more comforts of home while at the same time enjoying the peace and tranquility that real country life provides. On our 5 acres lot, our visitors will have access to our grain bin design communal kitchen. Oh, sorry guys. Our grain bin communal kitchen, which will provide a selection of local farm fresh meats, produce, and pizza dough that will be highlights of some of our local businesses. In this kitchen, visitors will be able to cook on our barbecue, smoker, or try their hand at making a pizza in a wood fire oven. Our facility will give guests the opportunity to either be social around the communal fire pit, which will be lit nightly with weather permitting, or if they choose to enjoy the screened-in grain bin gazebo, because sometimes we enjoy exploring the outdoors, but not the outdoors exploring us. Being on a working hobby farm, our visitors will also have the chance to pick fresh vegetables from our garden, fresh seasonal fruits from our orchard, and eggs from our adorable chicken coop. This will help them understand a farm-to-plate mentality, as well as having the opportunity to see how important animal husbandry is to us and our local area. On the end of the day, our visitors will also be encouraged to deposit their daily compost with our expert team. As owners of PK Experiences, we would like to help facilitate visits to local attractions and opportunities. For example, affordable aerial tours or balloon rides, tours to our local farms and destinations like Dinosaur Provincial Park, or, as well as tours for high tea and maybe even brewery or spirit tours. Our county has many unique opportunities to experience, and we do find that visitors that are here don't quite understand all that we have to offer. So we plan to introduce our guests to the beauty of our community, culture, and living. If our guests decide to stay in to relax, our facility will help with this as well. On site, there will be they could enjoy outdoor games, a barrel sauna, or prairie massage and day spa, which is already located on the property. The sleeping accommodations that will be available will be a choice of one of our 3 themed cabins, which will be a converted grain bin or 2 log cabin styles with screened porches to help bring awareness to our local businesses and artists. We plan that each cabin will be decorated with local art, stained glass, and furniture when possible, which can be purchased there or directed to the business of interest. We are also planning on having locally made mugs in each cabin that when they are brought to local coffee shops, they will receive a free black coffee or a discount on specialty drinks. All of us entrepreneurs and innovators here understand that you may have a wonderful idea or business plan, but if we don't support each other and work as a community, then we don't truly grow or succeed. As we all know, nature will call at the best of times, even if you're roughing it. We all want some comfort. Our plan for the bathrooms is to keep it simple by using composting toilets and off-grid, on-demand rinse showers. With the help of NewGrow grant, we plan on purchasing local supplies to help us break ground and literally start our foundation of our business. Funds that are available after the foundations on our kitchen, cabin, and gazebo will help us with insulating and constructing our 18-foot grain bin cabin. We plan on accomplishing these foundations this summer and fall, and are hopeful to start the cabin one this fall and winter. On behalf of Paul and myself and PK Experiences, we truly want to thank NewGrow and Brooks Region Tourism for this opportunity to get our feet under our dream and run with it. We are looking forward to not just working with you and other businesses in this room and in our county, but partnering with Alberta Tourism to truly showcase the unique and talented communities while stimulating our local economy and help visitors unplug and recharge. Thank you. Can we sit now? Yeah. I was like, now we sit, right?
You're allowed to sit, yeah. Okay, questions. We're gonna have Tony.
Awesome, great presentation. Comfort camping looks great. When I don't have to haul a trailer, less stress on the mom and dad. It makes it easier for everybody to have a good time. A question for you: are these gonna be open during the winter or not, or is it strictly seasonal?
Right now, we're looking at just strictly seasonal, the 6 months. We always will have our eye open for what we can expand and what can happen, but right now you have to have a good foundation before you can keep going.
Awesome. And what strategies are you going to use to drive customers?
Pardon?
What strategies are you going to use to drive customers? Like, how are people going to hear about this?
Well, we've looked into different suggestions, as in the Airbnb, so we've been reading their contracts and what they provide, also with people that would be able to help us get our website. But we're looking forward to having mentorship as well at this point, so we could see the different partners that are out there and available. But I think working with tourism as well will help that, of course.
Perfect, thank you.
Other questions? Come on. Fred.
So the pictures we saw are essentially ideas or a concept at what your project is going to look like?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
So nothing in the ground as yet?
Nope, just you will see that on some of the pictures when we discussed about our property, around our fire pit as it right now, we have that cute little red shed, we have the gardens and the different things of that sort. We do have obtained our grain bins, which is really exciting. Today, the first one came home. So we are excited to be able to start those things, yeah.
Okay.
Amanda.
What's your timeline?
The timeline for the foundation purpose with the NewGrow grant for the grain bin options on our property will be by the end of the summer. The timeline for business altogether, we're looking for 2 to 3 years because we want to do this properly, so when visitors come, they see something that is actually showcasing our area and not saying, that was okay. We want to make sure things are done and done right.
Kelly?
Have you guys already approached the county for zoning and, allowability of, of your business on your property?
Yes, we are fortunate that our property is farm, but we already spoke to the county development office twice already, because we have so many options that we can go with, either campground or we can go to cabins. And so until this point, we want to know exactly what was going to be on our property before we chose which area we can go with.
Awesome, thank you.
Anything else? Yeah, Amanda?
How about the neighbors?
Yes, so we have spoken to many of the neighbors, and we have one neighbor that is close to us. We have a meeting with them to discuss shelter belt programs, things that they might have concerns. Also, that's why we're starting with 3 cabins, to see and make sure that everyone's mind is at peace, that we run a professional establishment, and they know that their concerns are also going to be ours as well. Yeah. Oh.
That sound. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I didn't have to.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're leaving the grain bins and we're going dancing. LaBamba Latin Dance Studio. Take it away.
Okay, I'm a little nervous now, but it'll be fine, I guess. Hello, everyone. My name is Giovanna Arenas, and I am very happy to be here with you tonight, presenting LaBamba, the newest and only Latin dance studio in the city of Brooks. Oh, doesn't go ahead. What? There. Okay. So when we think about Latin culture, some of the first things that pops into our minds is, going to a nice beach, enjoying the warm weather, getting some food and drinks, and of course, enjoying the music and the dancing that only Latinos have. And this is exactly what we want to bring to the city of Brooks. We want to bring all the fun and the party throughout every single class. Okay? Oh, what did I do? There. There we go. Okay. So as for my proposition tonight, I have developed a 2-year business plan that is being projected for a 2-year time frame, and this is because I want to keep a slow but steady growth, and I don't want to and I want to also gain a solid base of customers. So the 4 stages that is going to be developed are including dance and fitness classes, some workshops, some summer outdoor classes, and special events such as Latin night parties and, well, maybe partnership with some other studios in town that maybe we can, sorry, I'm a little nervous. So maybe we can do some performs throughout the year, right? So as for these 4 stages, the first one starting in January 2024 includes, just Zumba classes. And many of us have heard of it, but what is Zumba? So Zumba is a fun and energetic class designed to bring people together and party while working out. We mix low intensity and high intensity moves for a interval style calorie burning dance fitness party. So achieving a total workout that combines all elements of fitness, including muscle, conditioning, cardio, balance, and flexibility, and all this while having fun. So this is gonna be the first stage. As for the second stage, we have the same Zumba classes, but we are adding 2 more. 1 more Zumba for Saturdays, and 1 more that is a salsa dance class. And for some of you that don't know, salsa is a fun, energetic, and sexy partner dance. And unlike some partner dances, this one you don't need to have a regular partner. Actually, it's very common that salseros dance with people they have never met before. So this class is going to be suitable for individuals and couples. And since we're going to start with the basics and keep growing skills from there, this class will be suitable from beginners to more advanced dancers. As for stage 3 goes, we have all the fun from the previous stages, plus the addition of 2 more, just 1 more class, sorry, that is a bachata dance class. This is bachata is a style of dancing originated in the Dominican Republic, and it is typified by a more slow, sensual beat, and some romantic lyrics, and it has a variety of sensual and rhythmic movements, and is usually danced with a partner. Same thing, you don't need a partner to come to the class, but it is mainly that. And as for stage 4, which is going to be starting on June 2025, we have all the previous plus 2 addition of 2 more classes, sorry. So the first one is Zumbini, and this one's I'm personally very excited about. The first one, Zumbini, is a class created by Zumba in partnership with Baby First, and it is a unique, effective, and early childhood education program that uses the power of music and movement to promote cognitive, social, emotional, and motor skills in children from 0 to 4 years old. This one, while promoting a strong bond with parents. This particular class is very exciting to me because as a mother of 2 young boys, I have 2 twin boys, 1-year-old, sometimes, like, because of the everyday activities and whatnot, as parents, it's very difficult to find activities, to keep bonding with our babies, right? And this one, I think, as any other parents, I think it's going to be a good addition to the activities in the city of Brooks. As for the second class to be added on this last stage, is a Sexy Heels Dance. And on this one, I take it kind of very personally, because, as women, I feel like there's a lot of times in our lives where we feel like we lose our confidence and our self-esteem, And this can happen for many different events, like, motherhood, changes in our weight, even the month-to-month hormones that can make a huge difference in the way we see ourselves. So through this class, women will learn how to dance confidently in heels, making them feel empowered, sexy, and strong, and beautiful, and all while working out, engaging with core, and improving flexibility, and, of course, improving their confidence step by step. So, therefore, I am here tonight with this proposal, and I am requiring a funding for $9,129.44. That is going to be help cover my startup costs, such as the rent and deposit of the physical location. I didn't include it here, and I think it is on the applications, but I want to mention it is, I'm looking already at the building in the Cottonwood Court. So they have a large vacant space there. It's I don't have the number right now, the exact number, but it is over 1,200 square feet. So allows me to have around 35 people based on the occupancy limit, but I would have to keep I would like to keep the classes under 20 people, just to, narrow my engagement with the clients, with the students. So it'll also be used for mirrors for the studio, sound system, LED lights, some furniture, like some front desk, benches, some shelves, for the students to put their belongings in, and some stationery and marketing materials such as flyers, some social media marketing and whatnot, right? So, as for the benefits for this project for the city of Brooks, we will offer a new activity. We will be promoting a bigger sense of community since this is open for pretty much everyone. We will be learning new skills, and all this while boosting your mental health and physical health. As many of you may know, dancing is a great activity that has been proven to decrease the amount of stress and anxiety levels in people, and this is way too common in today's society, right? So we want to bring this new activity for the residents of Brooks, and hopefully, if I get this funding tonight, it will also allow me to start strong, and eventually, in a short period of time, start hiring at least 1 more instructor, and I would like to hire at least also a front desk person. This, to keep the schedules and, some posts in social media, things like that. So, sorry for me being too nervous right now, but I really hope you get to support my business idea and let the people in Brooks dance with me. Thank you so much.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I
We're
wasn't
nervous too.
expecting to be this nervous. I practiced a lot of times, but anyway.
Robbie, go ahead.
You did great. So would you be offering how would your fee structure work? Would you offer so many classes per week, or what does that look like?
So I have a schedule to offer, monthly fees. I am thinking on $60 plus GST, and this includes 2 classes per week. So it can be, you can choose your days, like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and I think it is really important to include at least 2 classes per week, because I don't think one is good enough, like to keep your health up, kind of, right? I mean, if you want to go to the gym, you just don't go once a week and expect like good results, right? So yeah, that'll be it.
And, sorry, just one more question.
Sure.
So you'll have a lot of upfront costs, but then once you get started, what would your break-even point be? Like, how many people would you have to have kind of per month to cover your costs?
The minimum that I need to cover up my cost is gonna be 12 people per class. I am counting pretty much with having at least 20 people per class. I mean, like to max out the classes. And I think, honestly, I've been into some different like fitness dance classes in town, and I don't think that's gonna be an issue, because I have myself seen like the demand, and right now there is no one that offers, well, not that specific class. There's another dance class that is offered by another studio, but it's different, yes. Oh,
I was just wondering, are you going to maintain off-site employment to be able to carry the load, or like, will this be your primary source of income?
this will be my primary source of income. However, well, I also count with my husband's income. So,
that's good.
so this is a good push-up for me. And even if I don't get that funding tonight, I will have to start a little more slower, but I think I would still go for it.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, right in time.
Now we have our final presentation of the night. Last but not least, we're going to welcome Sherry from All Blooms.
Good evening, judges, fellow applicants, and NewGrow representatives. My name is Sherry. I'm the owner of All Bloom Fresh Cut Flowers, which is located in the Castles community in the county of Newell. I'm here tonight to make a pitch for a $6,000 NewGrow grant to fund the construction of a walk-in cooler in an existing space I have, along with purchasing a heater and running a gas line to an existing greenhouse I have. This is my first year growing cut flowers. The idea came from my long love of gardening, along with the belief that I could turn this interest into something I could share with the community. My belief has been influenced and inspired by friends who are local business owners. I knew in order to turn my idea into reality, I could benefit from further education, so last fall I enrolled in some online courses, and I'm working towards earning a Prairie Horticultural Certificate through Olds College. The growing process for me started with seeds, a lot of seeds. Most of the seeds I started under grow lights in a room in my home, as at this stage they do not take up very much room. I then transplanted the majority of my seedlings into larger pots for additional growing in a small 8x8 unheated greenhouse I have, before planting them into their permanent homes in my 12x30 high tunnel greenhouse and outside planting rows. I grew a variety of flowers this season, including zinnia, dahlia, gomphrena, snapdragons, and strawflowers. I also direct seeded sunflowers, calendula, and some fillers and grasses. I began selling my bouquets in bloom jars at the Brooks Farmers Market in July. The market has been a rewarding experience for me, and one I will continue to be a part of. The market allowed me to meet new people and gain a repeat customer base. I received positive feedback on the longevity of my flowers from my clients, which validated the quality of the product I was selling. It has also helped me in planning for next year's varieties. The market also presented me the opportunity to give back to the community. On occasion when I didn't sell out of my flowers at market, I donated them to local establishments, such as the Seniors Lodge. I believe gestures like this have positive impacts on our community members. So I'm very excited to be offering some new flowers for 2024, particularly tulips. Tulips often signal that spring is here, and along with it, the promise of new growth and fresh starts. So what if I told you I could provide a fresh cut tulip for Valentine's Day, or the first day of spring? I'm trialing a new growing method known as forcing that will allow me to do just that. I have started the trial process this fall with some of my bulbs for 2024. Forcing is basically a technique which gives the grower control over the bloom time of the flower. Bulbs are chilled for a specific amount of time before taking them out and essentially waking them up, providing heat and light to bloom. This is a new growing method for me, one that will give me the opportunity to sell tulips outside their normal growing season, which I believe is a good marketing strategy and will help my flower business grow. My current cooler, the one I'm using for this trial, is a 32 cubic foot stand-up with 4 adjustable shelves that can accommodate 8 floral buckets and multiple bloom jars to store flowers in preparation for markets, subscriptions, and other sales. I purchased it secondhand and it has served me well in my opening season. However, if I'm to expand my flower sales, in particular my tulips, this cooler simply isn't big enough. Each of the tulip trays I'm using holds approximately 100 bulbs. With 4 shelves, my current cooler only has room for 4 trays, or about 400 bulbs. For 2025, I plan to expand this amount of tulips by 2.5 times, or about 1,000 bulbs. There also isn't any room for any other flowers in the cooler while the tulips are in it. A walk-in cooler will solve my space issues. At over 5 times the size of my current cooler, this 440 cubic foot space will have plenty of room for more tulips. I will also be able to store my other cut flowers in it throughout the season and as I expand. While my husband and I will be doing most of the construction ourselves, we will be utilizing local trades and suppliers. These tulips will need heat and light as they begin their final journey towards blooming. This is where the heated greenhouse comes in. The existing greenhouse I have will store the tulips as they bloom. Having heat in it will make it a valuable asset for extending my growing season with other flower varieties as well. Along with attending weekly markets, I sold my flowers to a local florist and local business. I plan on expanding on this in 2024 to include other local businesses. I also offered a subscription service that will now include ranunculus and tulips, along with a variety of other seasonal subscription options as well. In the future, I would like to open up my little flower farm to others, possibly hosting school classes and putting on seasonal workshops. I believe instilling an understanding of how plants and flowers grow in our children is vital for future generations. Eventually, I hope to be able to employ a summer student, which I hope will spark interest in growing, whether it be flowers or something else. If I'm awarded a NewGrow grant, I can begin to put all of these plans in motion over time, growing my operation within the County of Newell. Thank you for your consideration tonight.
Okay, questions, Fred?
Lead questions. So, question about the forcing. If you have a period of 20 to 30 days with no sun, will heat alone provide you the necessary nature to complete that forcing process?
Well, I'll use my grow lights if needed. I'll have grow lights. So
Okay.
if it's cloudy, it's fine. They'll have the light they need.
Perfect.
Okay, anyone else? It's your last chance here, judges. You haven't been mean yet.
Do you have enough capacity to do larger events or catering for larger events?
Like you mean like such as like weddings?
Weddings
or,
and-
yeah. It's definitely I have the amount of flowers for sure, and I hope to partner with one of the local florists in town to supply her with some flowers for some of her weddings next year. Yeah, I haven't thought a whole bunch about me doing it myself, but definitely to have the flowers for to work with other people, other florists, or even just people that want to do their own flowers. Like do their own bouquets or whatever, I could provide the flowers for them.
Perfect, thank you.
What are the projected sales of the, like, tulips, for example, with the forcing?
For next year?
Yeah.
So for next year, since it's kind of like a soft startup, just to, make sure that the trial's successful, I'll have up to about 400 tulips, and they all potentially have homes either with subscriptions or through the local florist. Yeah. And moving forward, they'll be offered, like for 2025 and going on, they'll be offered as part of like the subscription service, and I can talk to more local businesses and try to expand.
What is your markup on that then? Like for the flowers, like with the subscriptions as an example, like what does it cost versus like what you charge?
So for the tulips, I guess I don't have a really great answer for that.
No, that's okay.
Like for other bouquets, like seeds are relatively inexpensive compared to like a tulip bulb. I'll be selling them for like $1.50 a stem. Cost is about 50 cents a bulb.
Okay.
So if that.
Yep, that'll, thank you.
Anything else? No. Okay. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you.
So with that, I'm just gonna, again, a very strong heartfelt thank you to the presenters. I know it's very difficult to get up here. I think public speaking is the #1 biggest fear across North America, so I understand if you're sweating or if you feel nervous. But you all did a great job. And being here, the 10 people that presented, you're already ahead of every other business that didn't present tonight. So congratulations on your bravery. We will deliberate with the judges tonight, and our final announcement on funding will happen on Monday morning. We'll email the winners first and then make an announcement through Facebook and Instagram. So you can watch live if you're more into surprise, or you can check for your inbox. You can hit refresh all Monday morning. So again, congratulations to everybody, and thank you for your presentations.